game where knowledge is king and lady luck is queen. It's The Joker's Wild. And here's your host, Win Martindale.
Thank you, Charlie O'Donnell, and welcome to The Joker's Wild.
Hi, Wink.
If you know the rules, select the number of players. For game rules, select Help.
So, should we try the Joker's Wild?
Why not?
Why not? And for some reason, actually, we're gonna do this on the channel. We have never done of this, so this would be the first time for a two-player.
Okay, go ahead and select a name. To see more names, select the letter again until you see a name you want, then highlight and select it. Eugene. Next player, select a name. To see more names, select the letter again. Ben.
Yeah, thank you, Wink.
If your names are right, select. Now let's scramble your names to see who plays first.
Well, that doesn't help. Categories.
The categories for this game are Mishmash,
Okay.
Small and Spacey, Films,
Okay.
Nutty News,
Well, that's nutty.
Firsts. Remember, a single category is worth $50. A double is $100. A natural triple's worth $300. The Joker's Wild and can be used as any category. Eugene, you'll be up first.
Oh, buddy.
Here we go.
Films. Small and Spacey. Films. Highlight the category you want or off the board to play Jokers, then hit an action button.
$100.
Here we go.
Your question is, in Beverly Hills Cop, Eddie Murphy portrays a policeman who travels to the ritzy environs of Southern California to nail the men who killed his best friend. What city employed Murphy's character as a cop? Cleveland, Philadelphia, Boston, Detroit.
Detroit, Michigan.
You have 10 seconds to answer. That's right. Ben, go ahead and spin. Mishmash. Small and Spacey. Joker.
Let's go with Mishmash for 100.
Your question is, he had an ivory leg, and at the end of the great novel Moby Dick, he went to his death, roped by that leg to the dying great white whale. What was his name? Captain Hook, Captain Ahab, Captain Nemo, Captain Tennille.
I believe that was Captain Ahab.
You got it. Ahab had lost his leg in a previous encounter with Moby Dick and was obsessed with killing that whale. We've got a tie. Eugene,
Oh, boy.
go ahead and spin.
Here we go.
Nutty News. Films.
Joker.
Small and Spacey.
Oh, or do you want off the board?
let's try nutty. The news. Hold on.
Listen carefully. The Associated Press reports that the Philippine government dismissed 5 members of the National Police Force after they set up a roadblock and shaved the mustaches from male passers-by, forced motorists to talk like ducks, made all cars turn around and drive in reverse, cooked pork on people's radiators.
Repeat the
You
question.
have 10 seconds to answer. Repeating the question. The Associated Press reports that the Philippine government dismissed 5 members of the National Police Force after they set up a roadblock and you have 10 seconds to answer. You're out of time.
Pork?
The correct answer is shave the mustaches from male passers-by.
God.
That's nutty.
Ben, go ahead and spin.
I guess that is nutty. No wonder they
Ben?
got fired.
Mishmash.
Okay.
Joker.
Oh, come on, Joker.
Mishmash.
Doesn't matter, you're getting it anyways.
200.
Here it is. In the 70s, Henry Kissinger bounced back and forth between the U.S. and this country, seeking to restore relations. Eventually, the two countries exchanged ping-pong teams. Name that other country. Grenada, Japan, China, Russia.
It's China.
You betcha. This ping-pong diplomacy eventually led to the normalization of relations between China and the United States. Looking at the score, Ben, you lead by $200.
But remember, in Joker's Wild, the Jokers can actually show up
Eugene,
out of nowhere.
go ahead and spin.
So you still got a good shot.
Joker,
Uh-oh.
small and spacey.
Okay.
Nutty news.
Yeah, let's try small and spacey instead.
Here we go.
Here's your question. In 1938, Orson Welles presented this story on national radio and caused panic across the country. People were convinced that New Jersey had been invaded by Martians. The story
War
was
of the world.
War of the Worlds, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, The Martian Chronicles, My Favorite Martian. Correct. Orson Welles broadcast the radio play with his Mercury Theater players in New York City on Halloween night. Ben, go ahead and spin. Firsts,
Okay.
films,
Oh boy.
nutty news.
Oh. Oh, that's a mix up. Let's try first for 50.
Here it is. First used in the 1400s, it's one of the oldest flags in the world. It was made official in 1663. Which country does this flag represent? Poland, Ghana, Venezuela, Sweden. Repeating the question.
either Poland or Sweden.
First used in the 1400s, it's one of the oldest flags in the world. It was made official in 1663. Which country does this flag represent?
Sweden.
That's it. Let's take a look at the score.
Right.
Ben, you're ahead now by $150.
Oh my god, yeah, I was like, okay, repeating it again.
Eugene, go ahead and spin. Joker.
That's one.
Joker.
Uh-oh.
Small and spacey.
Wow, this is going to be a big turnaround.
Well, it's better than fondling your nuts. Oh.
Here we go. Here's some trivia that seems to come from outer space. What was Buzz Aldrin's mother's maiden name? Armstrong.
Moon.
Second. Moon. Lunar. That's right.
Oh, it is out of this world.
Ben, go ahead and spin.
Come on, Joker.
Small and spacey.
Okay.
Joker. Joker.
Oh my god. Oh, this could be...
Here it is. The lunar module was the vehicle that transported the U.S. astronauts from the command module to the moon's surface. What was the name of the lunar module in the historic first landing on the moon in 1969? The Voyager, the Swallow, Apollo, the Eagle. Repeating the question. The lunar module was the vehicle that transported the U.S. astronauts from the command module to the moon's surface. What was the name of the lunar module in the historic first landing on the moon in 1969?
Thinking that's the Voyager.
No.
Wasn't it?
We were
the
looking
Eagle?
for
Apollo 11. Oh,
the Eagle.
That was my...
Remember
I was
hearing
torn
the
between
Eagle
the
has
two.
landed, coming from the moon?
The Eagle has landed back in 1969.
Let's look at the numbers.
But
It couldn't be much closer. Let's go on.
by only...
oh my.
Thank you,
Eugene?
Okay. If I would have had it,
Go
I
ahead
would
and
have
spin.
won it. Because that would have got me the 500 limit.
$50.
Eugene?
Here we go. Joker.
Small and spacey.
That's one.
Small and spacey.
Are we gonna have a triple?
Joker!
Ooh. And with that 400, you may.
Your
Well,
question
I
is,
get my shot for Jokers.
on the TV show Star Trek, the crew of the Enterprise faced many hostile aliens. The two most frequently troublesome aliens were the Klingons and the Venetians, Remulax, Skipax, Romulans. You have 10 seconds to answer. Repeating the question.
Okay.
On the TV show Star Trek, the crew of the Enterprise faced many hostile aliens. The two most frequently troublesome aliens were the Klingons and the...
Go.
You have 10 seconds to answer.
Romulans.
You're out of time. The right answer is
Yeah.
Romulans.
And
I
ten-
said
The
Romulans.
Romulans were ancestors of the Vulcans. Ben? Nutty news. Joker. Mishmash.
What? Go nutty.
For $100.
I can only be 50 ahead, so this
The Austin American Statesman reported that a woman was arrested when a pharmacist caught her shoplifting birth control pills. Upon hearing of her crime, her husband refused to bail her out of jail because he was a Catholic. He had told her to steal cigarettes. He owned the pharmacy. He had a vasectomy 5 years earlier. Oh no, that's wrong. The right answer was
He had a
he had a vasectomy 5 years earlier.
Oh my... Wow.
Checking the score. It couldn't be much closer. Let's go on.
Wow, this is going to be a match.
Eugene, go ahead and spin.
Joker has to pop up. Somehow.
Joker.
Oh boy.
Mishmash.
Okay.
Films.
I'll take my chances with Mishmash.
$100 that will make you to 500.
Here's your question. Many plants reproduce in a manner that resembles sex. The female seed-bearing organ is called the pistil. What is the name of the male organ which produces pollen?
Oh my god.
The clavin, the stamen, the petal, the spore.
The stamen.
That's the one. You've reached $500, which is
Alright.
enough to take an advantage into the second round. However, we always complete a full round.
I got a hit.
Ben, it's your last chance.
Come on, Joker.
Small and spacey.
One. A triple.
Joker,
Come on, Joker.
small and spacey.
Oh my god.
I have a chance.
You have a chance.
Your question
if
is-
I don't know this.
In July of 1976, this space probe was the first spacecraft to land on Mars and return photographs of the red planet's surface. This sophisticated machine was called the Viking 1, Pioneer 10, Mariner 7, Voyager 1. Repeating the question. In July of 1976, this space probe was the first spacecraft to land on Mars and return photographs of the red planet's surface. This sophisticated machine was called the Oh, I'm sorry, that's wrong. The right answer was
Oh, it was the
Viking 1.
Wow.
That ends the first round. In the second round, the high scorer goes first. So here's the order. Okay, let's play the second round. Now, round 2 is played a bit differently. On the wheels are dollar amounts and devils. You choose your own category to use exclusively throughout the round. Your goal is to accumulate money and avoid the devil at all cost. If you win the second round, you go on to the Joker Challenge. Eugene, which category do you want for the second round?
Mishmash.
Ben, what would you like?
Give me the films.
Eugene? All right, let's not see that devil. Spin.
God.
50, 100, 300. Here it is. One U.S. state was formed during the Civil War when residents who refused to join the Confederacy broke away from a Confederate state and joined the Union. Which state was formed by rebels against the rebellion? Missouri,
West
Maine,
Virginia.
West Virginia, North Carolina. Yes! West Virginia declared its independence from Virginia when the war began in 1861 and was granted statehood in 1863. Eugene?
800.
The devil hasn't popped up yet. Want to hold or risk another spin?
Stop.
Looking at the score, Eugene, you're ahead now by $450.
That means I gotta beat that.
Ben? All right, let's not see that devil. Spin. 150, 225, 425.
Oh my god.
Your question is, only once in cinematic history has an X-rated film won the Academy Award for Best Picture. Name this one-time X-rated movie.
Oh my god, I know.
Grease, Last Tango in Paris, Midnight Cowboy, Valley of the Dolls.
I think it is.
No, that's
Midnight
not it.
Cowboy.
Yeah.
So that freezes your score and ends your turn. You should have chosen Midnight Cowboy.
The only X.
The film, starring Dustin Hoffman and Jon Voight, was later re-rated R.
That went from X to
Eugene?
R.
That means you are the winner.
But
That means you've earned the right to enter the Joker Challenge. Now, here's your Joker Challenge question. The comedy Lysistrata by the Greek playwright Aristophanes tells of the attempt by the women of Greece to stop their husbands from fighting in wars. What strategy did those Greek women employ? They hid all their children. They refused to cook. They refused to make love. They refused to bathe.
No sex.
That's the answer. It's been called the first feminist play. Congratulations! You not only won the game, but you also answered the Joker Challenge question. Great game. Let's take a look at the top scores. Here are the Joker's Wild high scores.
well,
All right, thanks for playing. I'm Wink Martindale, and we'll see you the next time you play the Joker's Wild.
I mean, I could have gone for $1,000.
If you know the
but
rules,
I
select
did
the
want
number
to
of
get double.
players. For game exit means you end the game. Are you sure you want to do so? If you do want to quit, hit exit again.
yep. Damn. Up. There you go. Oh yeah, you have the 800. You actually did tie. But you actually also won the Joker Challenge. go, folks. That is the first time you are seeing the Joker's Wild for a CDI. Thank you guys for being part of it. Thank you all for watching. See you all next video soon.